A new report suggests that violence against women and girls isn't a national priority. UK justice reforms. Questionable speakers at your party conference. Women's only spaces become just for women. Thames Water's dirty profits, and more in today's news headlines. It is Wednesday, the 3rd of December, 2025. 4 years after the murder of Sarah Everard, a new report finds more than a quarter of police forces in England and Wales still lack basic policies for investigating sexual offences. Lady Eilish Angiolini KC warns crimes against women remain widespread and without consistent national data, patterns of predatory behaviour cannot be spotted. Families of victims demand far-reaching change, while the Home Secretary pledges to halve violence against women and girls within a decade. But the Angiolini Inquiry said until this is done, tackling violence against women and girls would not credibly be called a national priority. The government has announced reforms to stop rape victims being vilified in court. Deputy PM David Lammy says the changes will rebalance the justice system to serve victims first, raising the threshold for admitting sexual history evidence and allowing domestic abuse convictions to support prosecutions. Campaigners welcome the move, but stress that implementation is crucial. The UK's newest political party, Your Party, launched by Jeremy Corbyn and Zara Sultana, faces condemnation after allowing Erin Browning, a trans-identified male previously accused of sexual misconduct with minors, to speak at its inaugural conference. Critics say the decision undermines safeguarding credibility, whilst two MPs have already withdrawn support from Your Party, citing toxic infighting. The Women's Institute and Girl Guides have both announced that they will restrict membership to biological women and girls following a Supreme Court ruling on the Equality Act. Both institutions have claimed that they are inclusive and trans allies, but have not yet addressed whether they will become gender neutral to allow males to join what they claim are female spaces. Thames Water has reported £414 million in profit and a 42% rise in revenues after bill hikes, but customer complaints jumped 75%. With £17.5 billion in debt, the utility company remains in rescue talks with creditors to avoid collapse and possible nationalisation. The Trussell Trust warns an emergency food parcel will be handed out every 10 seconds this winter. Last year, 740,000 parcels were distributed, 1/3 to children. Many celebrities back the campaign, while government points to wage rises and child poverty measures. President Trump has signed legislation expanding funding for opioid recovery programs. The Career Act, part of the Support for Patients and Communities Act, will receive an extra $7 million annually, bringing total funding to $210 million. The initiative helps individuals battling addiction reintegrate into the workforce. A major new coalition has been launched to tackle violence against women and girls worldwide. The UK has co-founded the All In initiative with the Ford Foundation and Wellspring Philanthropic Fund. Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper declared violence against women an international emergency, citing 1 in 3 women globally experiencing violence in their lifetime. The coalition will share best practice, embed protections into peace and security policy, and expand UK-hosted systems to combat online abuse. And finally, the US House of Representatives has passed the 2025 No immigration benefits for Hamas Terrorists Act without objection during a voice vote. The legislation bars entry to the US for anyone involved in the October 7th Hamas attacks against Israel, classifying participants alongside Nazi collaborators under US law. Representative Jamie Raskin raised concerns about duplicating existing terrorism provisions, but the bill now moves to the Senate. Those are your news headlines for today, Wednesday the 3rd of December. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. We will be reviewing Prime Minister's questions in the next bulletin, and I'm currently working on quite a few other news headlines that have piqued my interest.